It's been a tough year for the British royal family, to put it lightly. Here are all the difficulties 2024 has brought to the royals so far. On January 17th, their respective palaces announced that both King Charles III and Catherine, Princess of Wales, were being hospitalized for surgeries. The press release about Charles was pretty forthcoming about what he was dealing with. It stated, "In common with thousands of men each year, the king has sought treatment for an enlarged prostate." Charles went in for his procedure the following week and left the hospital on January 29th. He took some time to recover afterward. Kate Middleton's surgery was definitely shrouded in more mystery. When it was announced, it had already taken place. Kensington Palace's press release referred to it as a planned abdominal surgery, but offered no specifics, other than that she would be recovering and unable to work as usual until around Easter. She also left the hospital on January 29th, but there was no footage of her doing so, leading to bubbling public speculation about her health.
This is much more concerning in that it must have been something very serious.
Sarah Ferguson, the Duchess of York, was diagnosed with breast cancer in 2023. She had a mastectomy to treat it, which led to cancerous moles being discovered. Ferguson announced that she had been diagnosed with malignant melanoma on January 21, 2024. Her representative gave a statement to People which read in part, "The Duchess wants to thank the entire medical team which has supported her, particularly her dermatologist, whose vigilance ensured the illness was detected when it was."
It's not a wake-up call, it's a new normal, is that you can never say you're cancer-free, but you can say that I'm doing well, Susanna.
On February 5th, as King Charles was still recovering from his prostate procedure, Buckingham Palace announced that he had also been diagnosed with cancer. The palace confirmed it wasn't prostate cancer, but did not specify what kind it was. Conflicting reports about Charles's health emerged over the following weeks. Some claimed he wasn't doing well at all, and others said he was energetic and in good spirits. He is yet to return to full-time work as of June 2024, but he had his first public-facing engagement after his diagnosis in April. On March 22nd, Catherine shared a video on her and her husband Prince William's official Instagram, X, and YouTube accounts announcing her own cancer diagnosis. After her surgery, tests showed she had had cancer, despite her and her doctors initially thinking otherwise.
My medical team therefore advised that I should undergo a course of preventative chemotherapy, and I'm now in the early stages of that treatment.
Princess Catherine's announcement came after months of rampant conspiracy theories about her whereabouts. Her last public appearance had been on Christmas Day 2023, and the limited information about her surgery had led to some wild conjecture to fill in the gaps.
No theory is a bad theory until proven otherwise. She's dead.
Attempts to quell the theorizing only seemed to make things worse. Namely, a photo shared on Mother's Day in the United Kingdom, March 10th, which showed Kate with her kids and was credited to Prince William. The Associated Press and other news agencies announced they wouldn't distribute the photo because it had been digitally altered. Kate herself took the blame for the edits, and that only got people talking more. Was a Kate body double hired to take her place? How did the conspiracy theories about Kate get so out of control? Disinformation researcher Melissa Ryan told Wired of the royals' PR machine, "They were dishonest, and then they put out at least one doctored photo. So, of course, at that point, they're gonna lose all credibility." Princess Anne, King Charles's only sister, has long been the hardest-working royal, but even she had to temporarily step away from her duties after a June 23rd incident at her home, Gatcombe Park, sent her to the hospital. News outlets noted that she had a concussion and other minor injuries which were in line with being kicked or otherwise hurt by a horse. The Telegraph also reported the concerning news that she had some memory loss, but she was able to return home on June 28th. Anne will have to wait for her doctor's go-ahead to continue her royal engagements. That's definitely a setback, considering how well-liked she is. In 2023, royal commentator Richard Fitzwilliams told The Telegraph, "The public see Anne as someone who is grounded. I think the institution does need her very much." Then there's the Harry and Meghan of it all. Apparently, the rift between the British royal family and the Sussexes has not smoothed over. Reportedly, Prince Harry and Meghan Markle learned of Catherine, Princess of Wales' cancer diagnosis through her social media post. At least Charles told his younger son about his own cancer diagnosis. Harry said as much in an interview on Good Morning America.
I jumped on a plane and went to go and see him as soon as I could. Look, I love my family.
That said, Harry didn't see his brother William during that trip. When Harry was in the UK, again in May for the Invictus Games' 10th anniversary event, he was unable to see his father. A representative for Harry told Page Six it was due to Charles's busy schedule, but other sources weren't so sure. The royal feud is still straining relationships, but things could be turning around. For Charles and Harry, at least. On July 1st, New Idea reported that Charles might want to visit Harry, Meghan, and their children Archie and Lilibet in California. A source said, "This feud has gone on for far too long, and Charles is anxious to sort it out, but he knows it has to be on Harry and Meghan's home turf, particularly if he wants to see the grandchildren." Could the back half of 2024 be better for the royals than the first 6 months? Here's hoping.